to God. He is well able to secure victory for his church. But pray for your church. Pray for each other. And if I can say that in closing, it's because our church's finances right now are at a critical low point, and we'll be giving you a handout. You are the church. You deserve to know what's going on in this church and what is not. Let me just share briefly with you, and we can talk about it more later. You can ask questions of any of the pastoral staff, or just look at the handout that we'll be giving you as you exit this morning. But I know that you all remember COVID-19. That was just a swell time in our nation's history. 1 million Americans died. We were at war with China. They killed 1 million of our people of military age, and we didn't even do or say anything about that. Over 1 million American lives were lost, and churches all around the country were forced to close their doors for a season. Boy, don't you think that took a financial toll on the churches of America? National attendance in churches dropped, and quite frankly, nationally, only 85% of the people that left for COVID came back. 15% of them never came back. Don't you think that crippled the church? Thousands of churches have had to close permanently due to the declining attendance, rising costs. And here at Calvary Chapel Eastside, we have struggled with all that is with us to remain faithful and financially responsible. But there are a few factors I need to share with you that have clobbered us that we had no control over. Number one, rising interest rates. Don't know if you know this. In the last 4 years, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates 11 times. We have an adjustable rate mortgage, so our mortgages have been raised 11 times. I have no control over that. On one day, October 21st of 2023, our mortgage rates increased overnight from 5.25% to 10.5%. Our interest rate doubled in a day. I have no control over that. As a result, our mortgage payments went from $7,000 to nearly $10,000 a month. And we had to eat it. It's not like I can raise my prices like Walmart. We had $68,000 in savings 2 years ago, and we've had to siphon off of that to maintain our church services since then. Today, our savings balance is zero. Utility costs have gone up. Colorado Springs Utilities first of this year decided a 25% raise in utilities was appropriate. We were already paying $1,200 a month. Churches were included in that. Our utilities, I don't know what yours are. Ours, when we freeze to death in the offices and don't turn on the air conditioning in summer, still $1,200 a month. Thirdly, we have insurance costs. Our church insurance premiums have risen sharply in the last several years. We pay right now about $1,238 a month. And it's required by our mortgage. We got to do this. Where's that money come from? I don't know. But we don't have it anymore. We've reached a point, and I just want you to, I only mention this so that you can pray about this. We've reached a point where I can't make payroll November 1st. I can't make payroll. We've tried everything we can. But without some help, without God intervening miraculously in and through his people, maybe taking up a love offering like Paul did for the church that was beleaguered in Jerusalem, I don't know what God's going to do. We've reached out to our bank trying to get interest-only payments for 6 months to a year, but we haven't heard back from them yet. But we can't meet payroll. After that, I've got to start letting pastors go. We are doing everything we can, your pastors and leadership team, to navigate this difficult season as wisely and as faithfully as we can. The recent Federal Reserve decrease that happened in September won't affect our loan until October of next year. We're stuck right now. So we ask for your prayers. We ask for wisdom, provision, and unity as we walk through this tough time together. Together, our hope remains in the Lord. He has been faithful to sustain us through every trial before. I don't doubt at all that he will now, but we're seeking very hard his face. That's why I've been fasting. That's why I've been praying. I'm a hypoglycemic guy. Fasting for me, boy, Well, that's a tough puppy. But if you would do that with me, fast and pray as God leads you. As God leads you. This isn't anything legalistic. But if God doesn't work, there will have to be some serious steps that we have to make. Can we keep the church open? Well, it's kind of up to God and up to us as His people. I don't know if you tithe. I've increased my tithe several times just over the last couple of months. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're sitting on $500,000. Maybe you won the lottery last night and you're just waiting to tithe. I'm good with that. Tithe, please. Feel free. Write the big check. I don't know what God's going to do. It's not about money. It's about seeking the face of the Lord. What would you do? What would God have you do? At the very least, can I ask you to pray about it and fast as the Lord directs? And give as the Lord directs. Maybe you've never given. The first time I saw the word tithe, I thought it was tithe. And I didn't know what it was. It means 1/10 of what God's blessed you with. 1/10 of what you got. That's it. I don't know what you got. That's between you and God. But biblical obedience is wrapped up in, will I seek God? Well, this is a spiritual trial that we face. It is a test of obedience, whether we will obey the Word of God, whether we will exercise our faith, our trust, our hope, our confidence in Him. I got to tell you, we're going to sing this song, Angel Armies. God's got this. But I don't know how that's going to play out. That kind of depends on how you want it to play out, what part you want to play in it. I've exhausted all of my resources. The leadership has done all that it can. We are earnestly seeking the face of God for answers. We've applied to the bank, but haven't heard back from them. Just pray about what God's going to do. Can we stand together, please, as we close this final song, pups?